For Manny Pacquiao, the boxing ring has always been more than just a place of competition. It's where discipline, focus, and sacrifice all converge. From his early days as a young, hungry fighter in the Philippines to becoming one of the most iconic athletes in the world, Pacquiao has spent decades mastering his craft. But this Father's Day, the legendary boxer revealed a profound truth. The greatest lessons he's learned over the years didn't come from his boxing career. They came from being a father. This revelation highlights just how much of an impact fatherhood has had on Pacquiao's life, and how his experiences as a parent have reshaped his outlook on success and life itself. Pacquiao, alongside his wife Jinky, has raised 5 children, while juggling the pressures of fame, political service, and a career that made him the only A-division world champion in boxing history. Throughout all the highs and lows of his career, both inside and outside the ring, Pacquiao has always managed to keep his family at the center of his life. He has always been deeply committed to providing for them, but it's clear that being a father is the most meaningful role he plays. Despite all of his global success, the one thing Pacquiao says has humbled him the most is the responsibility and love that comes with fatherhood. As his children grow, Pacquiao has found new ways to be inspired by them, and this Father's Day, he took a moment to reflect on the most important lessons that parenthood has taught him in a heartfelt message shared by premier boxing champions. As part of a Father's Day tribute, Pacquiao was joined by fellow fighters like Mario Barrios and Tim Chu to discuss the importance of fatherhood. His words were powerful and deeply personal. "Be a role model to your children, to your family," Pacquiao said. "I realize that what you do in your family life, your kids are watching and learning from you. If you are compassionate, if you're generous, if you are peaceful, your kids will mirror those qualities." For Pacquiao, it's not just about what he's done in the ring. It's about the kind of man he is outside of it. He emphasizes that the values he holds dear, like kindness, empathy, and humility, are the same qualities he hopes to instill in his children. The message resonated deeply, showing how fatherhood has shaped him into a better man, a man who now sees the world through the eyes of his children, understanding how much influence he has on their development. This realization, that his actions and choices directly affect his children, has had a profound impact on Pacquiao. He now understands that fatherhood is not just about providing for his kids financially. It's about shaping their character through his own example. His reflections on this topic come from a place of humility and gratitude. Despite all his athletic accomplishments, what truly fills his heart with pride is the relationship he has with his children and the love they share. Pacquiao admits that being a father has humbled him in ways that his boxing career never could. In a sport where success is often measured by championships and accolades, fatherhood has taught him a deeper, more meaningful kind of success, one rooted in love, patience, and personal growth. Among Manny's 5 children, his eldest son, Jamul, has followed most closely in his father's footsteps. Jamul, now living in California, is steadily making his mark in the world of amateur boxing, and Pacquiao couldn't be more proud. As a father, he has always supported Jamil's passion for the sport, watching closely as his son works to build a name for himself in the boxing community. While Jamil is still finding his own path, Pacquiao has always made sure to be there for him, offering advice, support, and guidance. Their bond, built on mutual respect and admiration, is one that strengthens with time. For Manny, there's a sense of pride that comes from seeing his son take on a similar journey, knowing the challenges Jamil faces and following in the footsteps of a global icon. On Jamil's 23rd birthday last year, both Manny and Jinky posted heartfelt tributes to their son. Manny's message expressed his immense gratitude, writing, "I'm thankful God has given me and your mom an amazing son like you." For Manny, being a father to Jamil is not just about celebrating his achievements. It's about being there for him during both the victories and the struggles. Jamil's journey, like his father's, is filled with challenges, but he has always had the unwavering support of his family. Jinky's tribute included a mix of baby pictures and more recent images that showcased Jamil's evolution not only as a rising boxer, but as a loving and responsible older brother. The photos captured a young man who is becoming not just a talented athlete but a role model for his siblings, embodying the qualities of strength, discipline, and kindness that Pacquiao has always hoped to instill in his children. These posts were a celebration of Jamil's growth, not just as a boxer, but as a person, a reflection of the values he's learned from his parents. Despite following in his father's footsteps, Jamil has been cautious when it comes to Manny's decision to return to boxing. Although Jamil has always admired his father's dedication and success, the thought of him stepping back into the ring at 46 years old naturally raises some concerns. Speaking about Manny's upcoming fight with Mario Barrios, Jamil expressed a mixture of love and worry, saying, "He's 46 now, and even me, as his son, I love him, I'm proud of him, but there's also concern there, you know?" Jamil's protective instincts are clear. As much as he believes in his father's abilities, he also cares deeply about his well-being. Despite his concerns, Jamul also made it clear that he has faith in Manny's ability to stay in shape and handle the physical demands of boxing. "But I believe in him," Jamul continued. "He has shown us that he stays in shape year-round. And all that, so weight is not going to be a problem. Fitness is not going to be a problem. Jim Yule's words reflect his admiration for his father's discipline and his understanding of what it takes to remain at the top of the sport. Even at an age when many would consider retirement, the balance of pride and concern in his voice underscores the complex emotions that come with having a father who is still competing at the highest level in the ring. While Manny Pacquiao prepares for his next fight, his opponent, Mario Barrios, is facing his own set of challenges, specifically the challenge of making weight. Barrios, currently competing in the welterweight division, has been open about the difficulty he faces with staying in the 147-pound limit. Barrios has hinted that his time in the welterweight division may soon be coming to an end. "It's only a matter of time until I make that move up," Barrios said, indicating that he may eventually make the jump to junior middleweight. Has already fought in 6 different weight classes during his career, and he's no stranger to adjusting his weight as needed. But right now, all his focus is on the upcoming fight with Pacquiao, and while he's still making welterweight comfortably, there are concerns about how that might play out against someone of Pacquiao's caliber. Barrios admitted that his decision to eventually move up in weight is inevitable, but for now, he is putting everything into his preparations for the Pacquiao bout. "As soon as that time hits and it's too much for my body, we're gonna make the move up," he added. Barrios recognizes that Pacquiao, with his exceptional conditioning and focus, will be a tough challenge. While Barrios might be younger, the physical demands of the welterweight division could pose difficulties for him, especially as he continues to bulk up. However, despite these challenges, Barrios is determined to face Pacquiao head-on and prove himself in the ring. He respects Pacquiao's skill and legacy, but he's focused on winning the fight and continuing to make a name for himself in the boxing world. As Pacquiao readies himself for another fight, the stakes are high not just for his career, but for his legacy as a father. The journey of a fighter doesn't just take a toll on the body, it impacts everything, from family to personal relationships. But despite the challenges that come with being a world champion, Pacquiao's commitment to his family remains unwavering. Whether it's through the lessons he teaches his children, the love he shares with Jinky, or the support he offers his sons and daughters, Pacquiao's legacy is one that extends far beyond the boxing ring. In a sport where fame and success are often fleeting, Pacquiao has found true fulfillment in his role as a father. His children continue to grow and thrive, and in his eyes, their accomplishments mean more than any victory he ever earned inside the ring. The upcoming fight with Barrios will undoubtedly add another chapter to his storied career. But for Manny Pacquiao, it's the love and lessons he shares with his family that will define his legacy for generations to come. Manny Pacquiao's dedication to his family has been one of the most consistent aspects of his life. Even in the face of fame, fortune, and the pressures of professional boxing, he has always made a conscious effort to maintain a strong, loving relationship with his wife Jinky and their 5 children. Despite his incredible success in boxing, which often kept him away from home for long stretches of time, Pacquiao has always prioritized being present for his family.